Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it with, wow, the holidays are already here. Literally, a few weeks away, the holidays are here. So we're going to dive into, I'm going to give you 5 different bottles that you can give as a gift during this holiday season to your loved ones, the whiskey friends in your life. You can give these gifts to your loved ones. The best part about it, all 5 bottles are less than $100. So somewhat budget friendly, right? That's an important thing this day and age. So all 5 less than 100, with the exception of, you know me, I'm always going to end it with an asterisk, right? Whenever I have a list, it's always going to end with an asterisk. That one is slightly above $100. But hey, if you have that special whiskey friend in your life, that loved one that you're like, you know what, they're worth spending a little bit more than $100, I have the bottle for you. All right, before we dive into the 5 and the reason why, a couple of housekeeping things. Number 1, people reach out all the time. They're like, Judge, what are some of your new barrel picks that are about to be available? So the barrel pick that is coming out in the next week to my Patron community, this one I'm really excited for. The first one that's coming out in the next week is none other than Glen's Creek Cafe au Lait. Not this particular one. This is actually just one of the Glen's Creek Cafe au Laits I bought the last time I was there. But we did a barrel pick with Dave from Glen's Creek, the Cafe au Lait. It's amazing. First and foremost, the whiskey is amazing. I will say this is also, I think it's one of the first single barrel picks of Cafe au Lait. I think another group did like a quarter barrel or a half barrel, but I believe we are the first group to do a full single barrel of Cafe au Lait, and it is, mwah. I'm telling you, it is special, folks. Absolutely amazing. To me, our Cafe au Lait, it tastes like a mix of like Detling meets 13th Colony Double Oak meets J.W. Kelly Double Oak. It's chocolate, it's leather, it has a little bit of a honey note to it as well. It is, woo! It is a banger for the holiday season. Really excited about our Glen's Creek Cafe au Lait. Again, that one's coming in the next week. But we also have others that are coming in, not next week, but like shortly after that as well. We have a Hirsch Double Oak. We have our Wild Turkey, our Russell Single Barrels are coming in. We have our Reveries pick that's coming in. And then last but not least, those are all ones that we've already picked that are coming in very soon, with, again, Cafe au Lait being the most recent one that's coming in. But I'm headed out to Kentucky next week with a whole bunch of my patrons. We're going to pick a couple barrels for our community, but those will be 2026 releases. All right, now we're back to our holiday list. So Judge, what bottles should I get as gifts to my good friends out there? And tell me the reason why. All right, so all 5 of these, I'm not going to go in order of preference, right? Doesn't mean number 1 is the best gift you should give versus number 5, etc. I'm going to go into each one, kind of explain the price point and the reason why. Fair? All right. Number 1 on the list. So to me, when I think of quintessential, amazing whiskey that the majority of whiskey drinkers out there will enjoy and appreciate, even if the person already has this bottle, having a second or even a third, in case they already have this bottle, they are going to be happy with this bottle of whiskey. Number 1 comes from one of the most respectable whiskey brands in the world, Wild Turkey Rare Breed. So Wild Turkey Rare Breed at $60, $65. Again, everything's kind of subjective based off of like the market you live in, the taxes and so forth, but it's about a $65 bottle of whiskey. I mean, Wild Turkey makes nothing but amazing whiskey. I don't think I've ever had a bad bottle of Wild Turkey whiskey, period, right? And Rare Breed is one that is it's truly a quintessential bourbon, right? It's one of the best brands out there and one of the best bottles of whiskey that you can get dollar for dollar. So no matter who you're giving this gift to, I guarantee you they would almost probably enjoy Wild Turkey Rare Breed. That is number 1. You got to go with the OG. I mean, honestly, if you're giving a gift, this is always a safe bet. Number 1 on the list. All right, number 2. So number 2, we're going to step outside of our comfort zone. All right, this bottle of whiskey is also about $60, $65. This is actually a NDP, so a non-distilling producer. But what I love about them is the fact that they are taking primarily sourced MGP whiskey. But what's helping them is honestly the heat is hot as hell down in Georgia. So my good friends over at 13th Colony, this is the 13th Colony. They're straight bourbon whiskey finished in Maplewood spirals. What I love about this one in particular, and I love their bourbon, I also love their rye as well. But what I love about this one is that it's a $60 to $65 bottle of whiskey. Honestly, that heat down in Georgia, it does something of like, it's just a huge positive influence on the whiskey, right? The whiskey penetrates the barrels. There's a lot more sugars that come out naturally. I'm telling you, this bottle of whiskey is truly special. Has that nice little extra little sweetness to it as well, but not too sweet. And I will give credit to 13th Colony. They've definitely stepped up not only production, but then also their market presence as well. They're available in a lot more markets as well as online also. So number 2 is a NDP. I'm gonna give a little bit of love to our good friends over at 13th Colony. That's a fantastic bottle of whiskey. All right, Judge, what is number 3, 4, and 5? And then the asterisk. Number 3 on the list. Oh man, number 3, one of my favorite big brands, but they keep reinventing themselves every single year with new releases that make you say, wow. And I mean, wow. Number 3 on the list, my good friends over at Jack Daniel's. This is the Heritage Barrel, $75 bottle. You know, Jack Daniel's, what I love about them is the fact that you can find their whiskey pretty much, I mean, honestly, pretty much in every single state, and then also across like the majority of like the major cities in those states. I love this bottle of whiskey. This to me is definitely one of my favorite bottles of the year, right? The fact that it's $75, the fact that you can find it. I mean, I've seen it in the Northeast. I've seen it down south. I was out west a couple weeks ago for work. I saw it out west. So, I mean, you really can honestly find this bottle. You might have to go to a few stores, but this bottle of whiskey, the Heritage, oh my gosh, sweet, nice little bit of smokiness right from the charcoal filtration process. But honestly, one of the best bottles of whiskey that I've had in 2025, and one that I think you should absolutely give as a gift, especially won't break the budget, right? $75. All right, before I get to number 4 and 5 and then the asterisk, real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. What are some bottles do you recommend for other people out there, everyone who's in the comments, that they should give as a gift? And then last but not least, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right, here we go. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Woo! Sipping a little bit of that 13th Colony right there. Woo! That is nice and bold, but that's good. Put a little bit of Georgia air in your chest. All right. What is number 4, Judge, and why? So number 4 comes from a craft distillery. If you've ever watched my channel, you know that I'm a big fan of craft distilleries. I love the little guys, right? Think of the whole, small businesses. I love supporting small businesses as well as craft distilleries in this case. So when I say number 4, it's not just this one, but think of just craft distilleries in general, ones that you can get your hands on as a gift. Number 4, this was actually one of my single barrels. I think it was like a $70 to $75 bottle, but you can find them in like different liquor stores as well, and they're never priced more than like $65, $70. Number 4, Cedar Ridge. Now this is a Cedar Ridge double oak. But honestly, I would say everything that Cedar Ridge makes, no matter if it's this double oak, no matter if it's one of their American single malts or one of their finished products as well, they are always hitters, right? The Cedar Ridge does an amazing job making some fantastic whiskey, but there are a lot of other great craft distilleries out there as well. You have Middle West Spirits, you have Glens Creek. I mean, there are a lot of different craft distilleries out there. So if you can't get a Cedar Ridge, definitely always look for the small guy. Look for, if possible, a craft distillery. They typically are never more than $100 as well. That's what I love about craft distilleries. And great whiskey, even better. All right, Judge, what is number 5? And then we will go to the asterisk. Number 5 is not so much really a new kid on the block. They've been around for a while, but the quality of their whiskey, I think, is just continuing to improve year over year. This bottle, you can buy it for like $55, maybe $60 with tax. So it's not breaking the bank at all. It's great whiskey, and it's one that you can easily give as a gift, and someone would definitely enjoy it and be like, wow, I'm thankful I got this bottle. Number 5, none other than Green River Foolproof. Oh, Green River, number 1, is putting out some fantastic whiskey, not only for themselves, but they are also sourcing to other brands as well, right? So they make their own whiskey, but then they are also like contract distilling or sourcing some of their whiskey for other brands. They are hitting, I mean, home run after home run after home run every single time. I have so many different single barrels from Green River, as well as this is, I think, my second or third Green River full proof. Each and every release that I've ever had, always top notch, and I mean top notch. This is one where you should be able to find it, and again, $50 to $60-ish, again, depending on the state, as well as the tax and so forth. All right, so Judge, what is your asterisk and why? So my asterisk is for two reasons. Number one, it's an asterisk because it's primarily because it's above $100, and then number two, it is a finished whiskey. Not every single person out there loves a finished whiskey, but if you do know that special person in your life who is a whiskey drinker and you know that they like finished whiskeys, I can guarantee you they will more than likely probably like this brand. What I love about this brand is that they are one of the OGs when it comes to this type of a finished whiskey, as well as the fact that even though it's been around for a while, the quality of the whiskey, I think, is still, it's right there, right? It's top level quality for a finished whiskey. So the asterisk for today is Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. Oh my goodness. Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend is truly the OG when you think of cigar blends, right? They were the original, they were the first, they were the damn near, and they were definitely the best by far. This, my friends, is an amazing bottle of whiskey, and I'm telling you, everything that Nancy Fraley has touched and will touch will always be gold, truly gold. So this one right here, fantastic bottle of whiskey. Price-wise, definitely a little bit more than $100. It's like $175, $180 in most stores. You might see it for $190. But again, if that certain special one person in your life deserves an amazing bottle of whiskey and you're willing to spend more than $100, this one right here, they will absolutely love it. All right, my friends, this is in the courtroom. Peace, cheers, and most important,